every time. Alrighty guys, today I am sharing my monthly favorites from the month of June. I know it's halfway through July, but I thought I would run you guys through a couple of things that I'm loving at the moment and have been for the whole past couple of months. My eyes are looking really uneven today. I don't know, sometimes my uneven eye shape just gets emphasized and it's really bothering me, so let's just not look at that. But we're going to start with primer. A lot of these you will see in my upcoming makeup videos as well because they're just, I use them non-stop. So first product is the Becca this is the Becca First Light primer. So it is purple. It helps to counteract any sallowness or dullness in the skin. So if your skin's a little bit dull, it's generally a little bit yellow. That helps to counteract that. It makes you look so awake and hydrated, and it just helps to really brighten the skin, add a nice luminosity but without being too shimmery. So it's really good if you have oily skin as well. It's not going to add a lot of luminosity like a couple of the other primers that I love. So that is definitely a must try. I literally recommend it to everyone, no matter what skin type you are. It's amazing. Another primer I've been loving is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Primer in the shade 001. I think it only comes in one shade, but this is beautiful. It's a smoothing primer, but I don't really feel like it smooths a lot. It just slightly hides fine lines, but adds a lot of luminosity and hydration to the skin. It's kind of similar to the backlight. Kind of similar to the First Light primer, but it's a little bit more luminous, I guess. So that's really nice. For foundation, my new favorite is definitely the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. I think this was maybe a remake of the Dior Star Foundation, but they basically remade the original Forever and then come out with the Skin Glow as well, which is absolutely phenomenal. It matches my fake tan perfectly. I use 4 warm olive and 3 warm olive and then mix them depending on what level of tan I'm on, but the olive undertone is so perfect for loving tan. So if you are looking for a foundation that helps, that matches your tan really well, I would definitely recommend trying this. It is at a much higher price point, but it is so worth it. It's so beautiful and radiant, doesn't feel dry at all. It isn't too overly dewy where you look oily. It's just the perfect amount of radiance. For concealer, I'm actually obsessed with the Natasha Denona Transfix Matte Concealer. This is amazing. I have a really dark shade, so I can only use it when I have tan on, but it's got an elastin in it, which basically means that it moves with the skin, so it doesn't settle into the lines under the eyes, which obviously a lot of concealers do, and I don't like to use powders, so if I can find a concealer that doesn't crease, I would much prefer that over anything else. So this one, it really does move with the skin. It doesn't get caught in any fine lines and wrinkles. It does set really quickly and it is matte, but I don't mind it being matte. I just use a primer underneath my eyes as well. But yeah, you do have to work really quickly with it to blend it out before it sets. For cream contour, because I don't really use powder contour, I am obsessed with the Huda Beauty Tan Tour cream contour thing in the shade Light. I love that I can just like smash my sponge in there and put it on my face, or I do apply it with a brush and then blend it out with another cream cheek brush from Zoeva. I've never really been a big contour person. What is happening? It's Mercury retrograde. Contour person, but I have found with some cream contour products that I actually really like it. I love how much it sculpts the face, because I have like quite a round face, which sounds weird because I'm like thin, but my face is quite round, and I do love, now that I had the hang of actually contouring, obviously I just could never do it before, but I really feel like it sculpts my face well. Sorry if you can hear my mum talking on the phone, but for blush, I use the Cream Blush For cream blush, I use the Nudies Nude Sticks in the shade Cherry Blossom. I'm obsessed with this. Not this color in particular, but the formula. This color is growing on me, but there is other ones that I like as well. But I just love how dewy and glowy this makes the skin look, while adding that really nice wash of natural color as well. I like to apply this with a brush rather than a sponge. I was using it with a sponge, but it just works better with a brush. Thanks Peyton and Rachel for pointing that out to me. For highlight, I have two that I have been obsessed with. So the first is the Artiste Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Illuminati. And then the second is the Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion in number 2, I think. I've wanted this for ages and it went on sale, so I bought it. But yeah, both of these are absolutely beautiful highlights, super blinding, not subtle at all. I also really love the Milk Makeup Cream Highlighting Stick in the shade Lit as a base to put under my other highlights. It's super creamy, it's got this beautiful wet looking glassy finish, which is what I love. I don't like super like chunky highlights or anything. I want it to just look wet and slick, and I am, yeah, really loving that. I'm going all in different orders now because I just keep forgetting things, but this is a moisturizer that I'm loving. However, I don't use this as a moisturizer in my skincare. I use this as a base for makeup. It has dimethicone in it, so I don't want that as an actual moisturizer, but it looks really nice under makeup. It just adds a really nice glow. So yeah, really like that, but as I said, don't use it as a normal moisturizer. Moving on to eyes, I have been loving the Anastasia Eye Primer. This is a new one. You really can only use a little bit of it. If you use too much of it, it's really hard to work with. It's really hard to blend. Just use a tiny bit. It looks really nice when you carve out your brows with it and then lay the shadows on top. I think it would be similar to the P. Louise one. I've never tried the P. Louise one, but it kind of has the same amount of coverage, unlike obviously before I was using the Fenty one, which has no coverage, so I really love that this has coverage. It sets at like a powder consistency, so the shadows blend really well over the top of it without it getting sticky or anything like that. For eyeshadows, of course, I have been obsessed with the Huda Beauty Neon palettes. I've only used each of them once, but I am honestly, like, they're just to die for. I need to do more looks with them, to be honest, so let me know if you'd like a look with any of these, but look at the colors. Like, are you joking? And like, she's not kidding when she says neon. Like, they are neon, especially with that Anastasia primer underneath. Whew. Incredible. So let me know if you want a look with any of these, because they're amazing. I'll definitely be doing a couple of festival looks soon, so I'm sure they will come in handy. I have really been loving the Marc Jacobs Velvet Primer. I don't normally use a mascara primer, but I got this for free. Thank you, Marc Jacobs. Kendo. And I have been obsessed. I don't really have a lot of lashes. They're long, but mascara just doesn't layer on them very well. So I put this on when I'm not wearing makeup or like on my days off, or I put it on my bottom lashes and it makes them look so nice for that like doll eye effect, which I am loving at the moment. So that is amazing. It doesn't make them look clumpy or anything. It just really adds a lot of volume and length to them, which I think is awesome. And then for actual mascara, I'm loving the Tarte Big Ego Mascara. I mainly just love this for the packaging. It's really nice. It's got like this hourglass brush. You're not going to be able to see that, but it's not clumpy. It just adds a really nice layer of mascara. It's not too thick. Does lengthen a little bit, but I just find it really nice, especially laid on top of the Marc Jacobs primer. And another winner for Marc Jacobs, I really like the Fine Liner, just in black. I love how thin this is, so you can get it right at that inner corner just to fill in between the lash and your tear duct. It is like a gel, so you can only wind it up a tiny bit to use it, but I think it's really nice rather than sticking like a big thick eye pencil in there, or a gel, which I normally use. But yeah, I'm blasting through these because I'm battling with the sunset over there. My last but not least is not this particular shade, but the Becca Ultimate Lipstick Love in general. This is the best formula of lipstick literally ever. They're amazing, they're long lasting, they're creamy, they're hydrating. This is the shade Yours Truly. This one is being discontinued, but I would highly recommend you try them. I also love the shade Flame, which is like this orangey, reddy, delicious, warm goodness. So definitely if you're looking for a lipstick, try this. It's really good. And last but not least, I use this as a setting spray, but it also is part of my skincare routine. It is the Indie Lee Lotion Toner, COQ10 Toner. So it helps to rebalance. I'm pretty sure Q10 is really full of antioxidants and stuff as well, so it's going to keep your skin from getting pollution damage during the day, but it literally adds the nicest glow to the skin. So I use it before makeup to make sure my skin's like prepped and primed, and then I'll use it after to set, but to really add that luminosity as well. This is incredible. I absolutely love it. Okay, well, I'm really sorry if I whizzed through them, but as I said, the sun is setting, and that is my lighting source that I have to use. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm hoping to do one every month, although my favorites don't really change very often, but I haven't done one in a while, so I thought I would just fill you guys in on what's happening in the makeup world and what I'm loving. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!